The Supreme Court stepped in first to diffuse the situation by bringing down the quota for the Bangladeshi or the Mukti Jodhas children from 30% to 5%. Frankly, in any other dispensation, normal dispensation, that would have been enough to diffuse the situation. But in the instant case, that was just an excuse to create, orchestrate unrest, orchestrate anger, and this and the Jamaat-e-Islami, the BNP opposition parties, the Islamist opposition parties seem to have played a great role. If you see the faces of the crowd, not all of them are students. Affected students, there are a whole lot of these Islamist elements also that you can see. You can see the bearded guys and masked characters that are mingling with the students. This is, as I keep saying, this has been a Maidan coup, like we saw in Ukraine, courtesy Madam Victoria Nuland. This has been something like an Arab Spring. This has been something like the Violet Revolution, Orange Revolution. We've seen the CIA orchestrate these through mass texting, through messages, through flash mobs, just like flash dances are organized on the mobile networks. We see these flash mobs being organized, hostile flash mobs trying to give a Sri Lanka kind of a picture. In Sri Lanka, there was terrible economic distress. Bangladesh is prosperous. In some indices, this thing is higher than those of the Indian comparative indices in socio-economic terms. Bangladesh is doing very well economically. There is no, near famine conditions like in Pakistan. There is no economic meltdown like there was in Sri Lanka. So I don't see the reason behind this, that 5% reservation for Mukti Jodhas can bring a government down. I am not very convinced. And there could be twists and turns in this situation.
Yes, and sir, we will also speak about the sabotage theory that Sheikh Hasina has been speaking about ever since protests broke down in Bangladesh. But what we are hearing right now is that there are anti-government protests, there are anti-Sheikh Hasina protests going on in Bangladesh right now. There are also jubilation visuals coming in. But also what we are tracking is Sheikh Hasina's movement. What we are hearing, she's going to be landing in India soon, but then she will be moving to London. That is what the diplomatic sources are telling us. Sheikh Hasina is going to be leaving for London, is what is coming to us, is what is reaching us. But very clearly, Major General, what we are seeing is that the whole sabotage theory that she kept speaking about. How do you see the role of other countries that she's been speaking about? She very clearly spoke about the ISI. But how do you see it vis-a-vis other countries?
He very clearly hinted at the United States of America. He said, I won't name the country, but they were asking for bases. Quite obviously, Pakistan is not going to ask for bases in Bangladesh. It is the United States of America. And China was asking for permission to berth its submarines there and to, they keep sending their research vessels. We had protested vehemently when they tried to park themselves in the Hambantota harbor in Sri Lanka and carry out monitoring of our missile launches. And then, of course, as you are aware, Maldives sort of gave them succor and berthing facilities. The fact of the matter is China is also playing its game of a string of pearls. The hostile stance of the Mujiju regime in Maldives is a fact of very recent history. Now they are they have read the Riot Act to Pakistan, act against the Baluchi freedom fighters, act against the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan or else. And then they are creating troubles in Nepal. They have gotten the government change. They have gotten another communist figurehead in power in the terms of Mr. Oli. And even though he does not have the majority is with the Nepalese Congress, but they have agreed to a sharing basis of the rotational prime ministerhood. So there are inroads in Nepal, there are serious inroads in Maldives, there are serious inroads now in
Major General, let me just tell our viewers that there are reactions coming in from within the country, and Shubhendu Adhikari, BJP leader from Bengal, has very clearly given out a statement saying that 1 crore Hindu refugees will come to West Bengal. I urge the governor and the Chief Minister of West Bengal to be prepared, consult the central government. As the CAA states, our country will provide refuge to religiously persecuted Hindus.